Well, we just got the premiere of Aquaman King of Atlantis on HBO Max. This is a three-part animated trilogy event. Chapter 1 just came on HBO Max, Chapter 1 titled Dead Sea, and this is going to be my review of it, aka Rant, because I have a few good things to say about this show, to say the least. And if you watched it, then let me know your thoughts in the comments below as well. But I mean, I've given this show multiple chances. I remember when this show was first announced, and I thought it was so cool. I was so excited about it. Like, oh man, an animated Aquaman series. This is gonna be awesome, and I was super duper hyped for this. Then we got the first look, and I completely hated the art style. I mean, just look at this stuff. Aquaman has green hair. Why? What? Why does he have green? I mean, Mira has a full-on unibrow. It just doesn't make sense. And then I was like, all right, you know what? I can't judge a book by its cover. Can't judge it by how it looks. We'll see what it's actually like. So then we got a trailer, and I wasn't a fan of anything else going on here either. And I said, I'll give it one more chance. I'm still gonna watch it. We'll see how it goes. And it just was not a pleasant experience. I mean, like it's there were things in here that were supposed to be funny that just were not. Like the style of comedy in the show is just not really good at all. I mean, obviously it is a kids show, so you can tell that it's really targeted towards the audience. But I don't know what kid would even want to watch this, because like the whole show kind of reminds me of SpongeBob because of the whole underwater stuff, and also like the comedy style and the animation kind of as well. But I mean, I never really was a big fan of SpongeBob, if I'm being honest, but still I think that's better than this. Like, this was just not a good show. It was just like, but by the end of the first, it feels like the first episode honestly was kind of pointless. And I do want to give a spoiler warning if you haven't seen the episode yet and you don't want to be spoiled. I mean, it's not really anything huge that goes on here, but this is a three-part trilogy event, so stuff is going on. But by the end of the episode, you get this big cliffhanger where it's revealed that when Aquaman gets back to Atlantis, that he's been gone for a whole year, and now Ocean Master's taken over again. And obviously that's a big deal, and I thought that was a cool way to end it, and that gets me interested to see where things are going in next week's episode, which, by the way, I am going to watch it next week. I'm going to watch all three parts. We'll see how it goes. So that's something I thought was cool, that it got me excited, but then it also makes me think that, alright, so then pretty much this whole episode was kind of pointless, because, like, really everything that went on in the episode was not really that great, because we started it off, Aquaman has now become the official king of Atlantis. That's kind of the basis of the series, is that Aquaman is the new king, and he has to adjust to being the king of Atlantis and see, basically try and make the Atlanteans like him, because when we start off the series, they kind of all hate him. And then you do get this funny moment here where Ocean Master tries to regain the throne, but it also wasn't funny at the same time, because Ocean Master just looks ridiculous, so I can't really take him seriously. And then you have Vulko tasking Aquaman with going to investigate the Outpost 4. And that's what he does through this whole episode. And I mean, like, I guess it was cool, but it was also just weird. Like, he was just teaming up with a bunch of different, like, underwater creatures. And then basically the main villain of the episode ended up being like this little Russian guy, which it was weird. It was just so weird, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, again, the ending was cool. I like the cliffhanger. He shows back up Atlantis. Oh, day is saved, until it turns out Vulko says, like, you've been gone for a whole year, and now Ocean Master's taking over and he's king now. So I did think that was cool. But other than that, not much else here that I liked. Again, not a fan of the art style, not a fan of the animation, not a fan of the comedy, or really anything else going on here. I mean, this just doesn't really even feel like Aquaman. It barely looks like Aquaman, because Aquaman has never had green hair until now, apparently. But it was just weird. That's the best way to describe this show. It's weird, and not even weird in a good way. You know, you've got some DC shows like Doom Patrol, which is such a weird show, but that's literally one of the best TV shows I've ever seen in my life. This is on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, and yeah, that's what I got to say about this. I mean, like I said, this kind of rant, I don't really have much good things to say about this, but, you know, it's Yeah, you watched it. I mean, or at least I hope you did if you're this far in the video. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. What did you think about Chapter 1 of Aquaman, King of Atlantis, the animated trilogy, Dead Sea? What did you think about Part 1, this whole series as a whole, and of course, all your thoughts, theories, and predictions for Part 2 or Chapter 2? Like I said, I will be watching it. I will be doing videos on Part 2 and Part 3, so stay tuned for those as well. Hopefully those episodes aren't as bad, because this episode did kind of feel like filler, even though it was literally the first episode of the series. But again, we'll see where it goes from here. But for now, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.